All righty, everyone has arrived, and it is 6:01. We'll go ahead and get started this evening. This is the City Council regular meeting for May the 19th. I'll call this meeting to order, and the clerk will call the roll.
Mayor Brian Mock,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Paul Stovall,
Here.
Councilmember Jimmy First,
Aki.
Councilmember John Mesa, Councilmember Leslie Robson,
I don't think Joe counts. I'm here.
Councilmember Emerald Vai.
Present.
I'm not sure yo counts. I mean,
If he says yo, he has to rap afterwards. So it counts.
all right. I am,
Tough
could
crowd.
could I ask my friends from Lifeline to do the Pledge of Allegiance for us tonight? You mind starting us off? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, if somebody could approve the agenda for me.
Motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the agenda as submitted. Any discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. We'll move on down to announcements and presentations, and that'll bring us back to the Lifeline Animal Showcase. And we have Brody with us tonight.
Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for having us. And I hope everyone voted and everything like that. But this is Brody, and Brody is one of our longer residents at our DeKalb County Animal Services facility operated by Lifeline Animal Project. He is one of the 509 dogs that we currently have in our facility. We like for that number to be 475. That is the more comfortable number to make sure that every dog has the proper care and attention that they need. So we are, begging you guys, please come out. We're open till 7. Come meet some dogs. Even if you're not looking to adopt, you can always foster or either start volunteering or even bringing in like old towels and blankets. That's a way you can support us as well in our mission. But enough about that. We'll talk more about Brody. So he's about 2 years and 10 months old. He's been in the shelter about 10 months. This is his second time out of the shelter. He's got to go to play groups in the shelter and everything like that and has done great. But second time out and about in the world. He does no sit and he also no shake. You want to show a shake? There we go. And he's so sweet. He's been absolutely a love. He just wants to snuggle and play. He's got lots of great energy. So if you are interested in Brody, please just let us know. He's also fee-waived because he's been in our shelter over 100 days. So no fee associated with him, and that goes for all of our animals. And then we also have Take 'em Home Tuesdays. So really any dog in our shelter today is going to be fee-waived. So we have lots of great options and lots of amazing things going on. And it's also our day of giving. So if you want to, go check out our website. You can make a donation to help us save lives just like Brody. And thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you for bringing Brody. Thank you for bringing Brody to see us tonight.
I have a question of you because you did say towels and blankets, but do you take bed sheets as well?
Yes, we can make use of it. I like to say that, like, we can make use of anything. We're like MacGyver. Like, we can make it, turn something into whatever we need. And whatever we can't use, we're always able to use with our community support program as well to help support the community, as is in the name. But no, definitely can use bed sheets, blankets, towels, treats, all of that good stuff. Anything that you think. And there's a list on our website as well for anything specific. But yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, look, he is so well-mannered. And so Brody's been in the shelter, you said, for 10 months, and this is only his second time out. Wow. So somebody go get Brody and make it his third and permanent time out. He's been there long enough. So let's try to find him a home. If you can't do it yourself, ask your friends, find somebody to take Brody and the other 500 pets at the shelter. Everybody needs to go home. Thank you for bringing him. Thank you. Yes. Good luck, Brody. All right, we have next up. He wants to stay. He needs a copy of the agenda. All right, we have next up the Public Works Week proclamation. And I have that here in front of me, so I guess I will just read that. This is a proclamation celebrating National Public Works Week, which is May the 17th through the 23rd. Whereas public works professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to sustainable and resilient communities and the public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of the city of Chamblee, Georgia. And whereas infrastructure improvements and citywide services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals who are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels of government and in the private sector. These individuals are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essential to our citizens. And whereas it is in the public interest of the citizens, civic leaders, and children in Chamblee to gain knowledge and maintain ongoing interest and understanding of the importance of public works first responders and public works programs in their respective communities, and whereas this year, 2026, marks the 66th annual National Public Works Week sponsored by the American Public Works Association and the Canadian Public Works Association, be it now therefore resolved that on this 19th day of May, I, Mayor Brian Mock, do hereby designate the week of May 17th through the 23rd as National Public Works Week. I urge all citizens to join with the representatives of the American Public Works Association and the government agencies and activities, events, and ceremonies designated to pay tribute to our public works professionals, engineers, managers, and employees, and to recognize the substantial contributions they make in protecting our national health, safety, and advancing the quality of life for all. So thank you to our public works professionals. They are the ones doing the heavy lifting out there every day and keeping everything going for us, and some unsung heroes, and we certainly appreciate everything that they do. Did we want to present this to somebody? And do a Todd? Come on, bring them up. Let's present.
Todd, or stand next to the mayor with a proclamation. Come in. All right, under approval of minutes this evening, we have 3 sets of minutes.
Motion to approve the City Council Public Hearing Work Session, April 16th minutes, City Council Public Hearing Work Session, Executive Session, April 16th minutes, and City Council Regular Meeting, April 21st, 26 minutes as submitted.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve all 3 sets of minutes as submitted. Any further discussion? All in favor? And that is unanimous. All right, we have a second read this afternoon under alcohol ordinance amendments.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion for the attorney to read headings only.
Second.
Headings only by consent? Very good.
All right, this is an ordinance to amend the Code of Ordinances of the City of Chamblee, Georgia, Chapter 6, Alcoholic Beverages, and for all other lawful purposes. Part 1 amends Chapter 6, Alcoholic Beverages, Section 6.1 Definitions. Section 6-4 Purchase and Sale Records. Section 6-6 Service of Notices and Decisions. Section 6-7 Sale Generally. Section 6-12 Regulation of Sale or Delivery off of Licensed Premises. Section 6-13 Happy Hour Promotions. Section 6-16 Handling Permit Required. Section 6-19, responsible person on premises when establishment is open. Article 2, licensing, Section 6-41, license required. Section 6-42, separate license required for each location. Section 6-43, license fee. Section 6-44, application for license. Section 6-45, issuance of license. Section 6-46, distance of premises from schools, churches, etc. Section 6-47, reserved. Section 6-50, expiration and renewal of license. Section 6-51, revocation of license. Section 6-53, hearing procedures, appeal. Article 4, retail package sales of distilled spirits, Section 6-96, permitted locations. Section 6-100, hours of sale, hours of operation. Article 5, retail package sales of wine and malt beverages, Section 6-121, permitted locations. Section 6-123, hours of sale. Article 6, retail sales of alcoholic beverages for consumption on the premises. Section 6-142, restaurant. Section 6-143, hotel and room service. Section 6-146, lighting requirements. Section 6-147, backroom sales prohibited. Section 6-148, package and bottle sales, excessive quantities prohibited. Section 6-150, bring your own distilled spirits prohibited. Section 6-153, Sunday sales. Section 6-154, use of open areas, patios, or decks. Section 6-159, downtown eating and drinking establishment. Let's see, Article 8, private clubs, Section 6-196, Sunday sales. Article 9, brown bag establishments, Section 6-216, permitted locations. This is Article 10, excise taxes, Section 6-239, payment, records of wholesalers, bond. Section 6-240, excise tax on liquor by the drink. Article 11, licensed caterers, Section 6-251, exception for licensed caterers. Section 6-252, catered event permit and application. Article 15, manufacturers, Section 6-301, manufacturer license required, compliance with applicable regulations. That's it.
All right, thank you, Madam City Attorney. That is a second read and will require action.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the alcohol ordinance amendments and updates as read by the city attorney.
Second.
All right, I don't know who got the second. Doesn't matter.
It was a chorus.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve as submitted by the city attorney. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. All right. We have under staff action items this evening, a resolution to authorize participation in the amicus brief for Chang versus City of Milton.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the resolution as presented.
Second.
Another chorus.
Leslie.
Motion and a second to adopt the resolution as presented. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. Have an update to the park bond project.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the design as presented.
Second.
John, you got to move quicker than this.
I know. I'm going to kick her right before I say it.
We have a motion and a second to approve as presented. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. We have the Broad Street, Peachtree Road, Irvindale preliminary engineering agreement.
Take this one.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to award the preliminary, the preliminary engineering agreement to Irvingdale. Yeah, I got it.
Just making sure. I got stuff for your need, if you need it.
For Broad Street to Peachtree Road.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second to award the Irvindale preliminary engineering agreement as submitted. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Just to make sure, the motioner wants to allow the mayor to execute the agreement with Georgia Power, correct? To execute the distribution relocation conversion project?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying.
All right.
I tried to show him, but
Have a motion and a second to allow me to execute this agreement. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. All right, that takes us down to Century Center, the DCI.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to defer this item for 30 days.
second.
I have a motion and a second to defer this item to the June work session. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor? That is unanimous. 2145 Deering Circle.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to deny all variance and waiver requests for this project.
Second.
A motion and a second to deny. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor? That is unanimous. 3663 Claremont Road.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the variance request.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. 5037 Peachtree Road.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to defer this item to the June meeting cycle.
Second.
A motion and a second to defer this item to the June work session. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. 3478 Hilden Circle.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve one variance request.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve one variance request for 3478 Hilden Circle. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor? That is unanimous. And 2259 Lawson Way.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the three variance requests with the following condition. The site should be in substantial conformance with the survey received by the Planning and Development Department on March 20th, 2026.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve with conditions as stated. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor? That is unanimous. All right, nothing under mayor and council items this evening. That'll take us right on down, 20 minutes in. Take us down to public comments. The mayor is the presiding officer. All remarks shall be addressed to the city council as a body, not to individual members. Anyone wishing to speak shall come to the microphone, give your name and address to the city clerk, limit remarks to 3 minutes unless further time is granted by council. Not speak a second time until everyone wishing has spoken once, and no one can speak more than twice. Please do not speak until you have the microphone and have been recognized. And with that, I'll open it up for public comment. Anyone wishing to address council this evening on any subject matter? All right, seeing none, I believe we have an executive session.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to enter into executive session for matters related to personnel, real estate, and potential litigation.
Second.
Motion and a second to enter into executive session. All in favor? All right. We'll be back.
Motion to exit executive session.
Motion and a second to exit executive session. All in favor? That is unanimous.
Motion to adjourn.
A motion and a
Second.
second to adjourn. All in favor? And that is unanimous.